Hello traders, this is Joanne with Succeed in Forex. Welcome to our Forex news broadcast for Thursday, March the 20th, 2008. The headlines out of Switzerland earlier this morning were the dollar remains weak on concerns about the health of the U.S. economy. The dollar fell against the yen Wednesday as investors remained bearish on the U.S. currency amid concerns about the health of the U.S. economy and financial system. The dollar recovered from its day's lows, in part bolstered by news that regulators have lifted capital limits on mortgages that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac may purchase. This could free up as much as $200 billion in liquidity for the stricken mortgage market. The news was not enough to completely offset the overall negative market sentiment on the dollar, as the U.S. interest rates were still seen heading lower even after the 75 basis point easing to 2.25% by the Federal Reserve on Tuesday. Yesterday, the dollar-yen was down at 98.65, trimming losses following the Fannie and Freddie announcement. It hit a 13-year low of 95.74 on Monday, and the dollar Swissy was also down at 99.67, but above the record lows of 96.39 on Monday. The euro dollar was down at 156.37, which is down from the intraday high of 157.85. Also, the euro dollar touched a record peak of 159.04 on Monday. Analysts are saying the outlook for the dollar remains weak, with lower interest rates set to further cut the currency's yield appeal. In its statement on Tuesday, the Fed indicated it could cut rates again, even though two voting members dissented against the depth of the latest move. The rate futures market has priced in a 58% chance of a 50 basis point cut to 1.75%, down from about 94% earlier. Tuesday's rate cut is the latest in a series of emergency measures undertaken by the Fed to prevent the crisis from escalating. On Sunday, the Fed cut its discount rate by an additional 25 basis points to open up a discount window lending to major investment banks, a tool not used since the Great Depression. But these measures did little to ease the market's concerns. The pound fell as minutes from the Bank of England's Monetary Policy Committee showed 2 of the 9 policymakers favored a rate cut this month, which added to speculations that the UK rates are headed lower soon. The pound dollar fell as low as 198.03 before trading back up to 198.33. The dollar loonie gained to 101.19 on concerns that problems in the U.S. economy will seep through to the Canadian economy. In the Asian session, commodities continued to sell off. The dollar was stronger in the Asian session as the commodities sell-off carried over from the U.S. session. We are not seeing any fundamental drivers for this sudden weakness, but the combination of Fed aggressive action stabilizing the market confidence and the pure weight of trading positions seem to be the most likely culprits. However, the combination of steady yields and the weakness in gold and other commodities could indicate a period of strength for the dollar. Well, traders, I have found several articles referring to the fact that if the Fed signals reluctance to ease any further, we could be setting up for something called the U.S. dollar smile theory. Now, I'm not sure what the U.S. dollar smile theory is. I went to Google and Googled it. I went to Wikipedia and looked up there. I found articles on it referring to it, news articles referring to it, but no definition. So if anybody out there knows what the U.S. dollar smile theory is, we would love to be enlightened. In the meantime, on the continent, markets will be watching the PMI to provide indications of the extent of the slowing down in economic growth in the Eurozone. While February's composite rise was a positive sign, the index points to moderation in activity. Markets will be watching diligently, especially in light of the euro fall and the growing prospects for an ECB move. In the UK, retail sales are likely to see some pullback from the elevated January release. We may see the January figures revised down. In light of yesterday's 7-2 vote, as reported in the MPC minutes, and the growing expectation of a near-term cut, The pound should stay weak, especially given the dramatic two-day sell-off from 202.70 down to 197.76. The Bank of Japan has confirmed that Shirakawa, one of the two deputy governors, will execute the duties of the governor until the country reaches a bipartisan agreement on a replacement for the retiring Fukui. That concludes our news for today and for the week. Tomorrow is Good Friday and the New York markets will be closed, so we will be taking a well-deserved holiday tomorrow. We will be returning on Monday, and we hope you'll be able to join us then. Before we sign off, we would like to invite you to visit our website at www.succeedinforex.com. There you will find information about our Traders Training Center, where our motto is Traders Helping Traders Succeed in Forex. Also, you'll find a link to our Yahoo forum, which is also Succeed in Forex. We hope you've had a great trading week and have a wonderful weekend. So until we see you on Monday, happy pipping.